Since the second Gen XF's unveiling last week in an epic publicity stunt over London's Canary Wharf, the details on the new four-door have been rather scarce. That changes now, with the Jaguar revealing just about everything we could hope to know, aside from the price and fuel economy. As we covered in our original post, Jaguar has trimmed the weight for both rear and all-wheel drive variants by 132 pounds and 265 lbs, respectively. That means that, regardless of engine output, the two-wheel drive model tips the scales at just 3,770 lbs, while the AWD XF slips in at 3,880. This was mainly done by way of aluminum construction. The 13th element constitutes 75% of the XF's structure, although ultra-high-strength steel also plays a role. Jag claims these elements not only reduce weight, which is almost perfectly distributed, with a near 50-50 ratio, but increases torsional rigidity by 28%. The new XF should be just as agile as the brand's namesake, thanks not only to the reduced weight and stiffer structure, but also to a new chain-driven all-wheel drive system that's both lighter and more efficient than a traditional version. Impressive though that may be, the brand's intelligent driveline dynamics system is the standout here. IDD manages the torque split, diverting power to the rear axle until it predicts, through factors like yaw rate, steering angle and lateral acceleration, when torque should be shifted to the front wheels. Moreover, the AWD system features adaptive surface response, which takes the place of the old XF's winter driving mode. It monitors road conditions, modifying the behavior of the sedan systems as needed. The second-gen sedan comes to the US in 340 horsepower and 380 HP variants. Torque remains fixed at 332 pound-feet courtesy of Jaguar Land Rover's familiar 3.0-liter supercharged V6. The new XF's straight-line performance should be just as entertaining as it sounds, too. The rear drive, 340 HP XF will hit 60 in 5.2 seconds, while the rest of the range can get there in 5.0. That marks a significant reduction compared to the first-gen V6 models, which used their 340 HP to sprint to 60 in a more leisurely 5.7 to 6.1 seconds. Regardless of output, the rear-drive XF will outrun both the BMW 535i and Mercedes-Benz E350. We're still waiting on performance figures for the 329 HP E400, so Jag's RWD dominance may not last, which take 5.5 seconds and 6.5 seconds, respectively. With the all-wheel drive variant, meanwhile, the XF again bests BMW and Mercedes, while also toppling the mighty Audi A630T, by a tenth. This was made possible not only due to the reduced weight, but through some fettling in the standard 8-speed automatic. While the individual ratios are carried over from the last generation model, Jag noticeably shortened the final drive ratio, moving it from 2.56:1 to 3.23:1. Of course, it's still unclear what impact the gearbox tweaks will have on the as yet unpublished fuel economy figures. Jaguar wasn't able to provide official fuel economy numbers, although engineers seem confident that the 2016 kitty will improve upon last year's car. Finally, Jag paid significant attention to the XF's in-car telematics and infotainment, introducing a new, optional version of its in-control system, introducing In-Control Touch Pro. With the help of a heaping 10.2-inch touchscreen display, In-Control features a number of cutting-edge features. Drivers can take advantage of gesture controls, not unlike what's found on an iPad, to manipulate the system. There are plenty of apps to choose from, not to mention voice controls that Jaguar's head of connected car tech, Peter Verk, expects to be among the best in the industry, delivering the long-promised but seldom delivered upon ability to recognize a human's native speech. We can't wait to try it. In fact, we can't wait to try the XF in general. We'll be waiting a bit for that, though, as the car won't hit dealers until the winter.